I'm going to grab the Fleetwing here. And we could grab a second Alluring Siren, which is kind of interesting. I mean, if we walk them into Sanger Vampires, we can do that. I don't know that we want two, though. Like, Mind Unbound has got to be pretty good in this deck. Kind of spendy, but I think I'm going to pick up the Mind Unbound. Haven't had a chance to play with it too much, and could be good. Happy to grab the Distant Tomb. We'll cut a Tunneler here. I mean, that might not have been correct. It might have been more correct to pick up the Alluring Siren, but not really sure I want to play two, to be honest. And I've really been trying to find a way to play Mind Unbound, and I think that this deck might be able to do it. So yeah, plenty of playables here. Okay, here's the 24 we're going to be running. Decided to go with 16 land because we've got the 2 Manoliths and the 2 Divinations to kind of draw out of land stall. And I think that with 3 Aether Adepts, 1 Unsummon is going to be fine. Let's see other choices here. Decided that we're going to use Distress on the board just because the double black early is probably not necessarily the most likely to happen. And I think this is going to be a good build for us, so wasn't sure if we were going to run Mind Unbound or not. I don't know this is going to be the right setup for it. Yeah, I just don't know how to evaluate that card, really. There's always the danger that you can end up decking yourself if you aren't careful. So we go ahead and add land. Magic Online is saying 11 for 1. That's definitely not going to happen. 1 mountain is fine. We've got the 2 Manoliths for the fireball, but I think we want to go closer to 9-6. I mean, we have a Consume Spirit, but there is so much blue early that I think that 9-6-1 is probably going to be a little bit better. Like, we want our double black for Sanger Vampire when he rolls around, but I think this will work. Okay, and we will see you in round 1. One other point of note, I decided not to run the Tormented Soul just because we don't have really any Bloodthirst triggers, and I mean, it's a fine card, but we might find ourselves in a more defensive sort of role, and the ability to block is actually pretty important. So I think that we're not fast enough to really take advantage of him, and he's sort of caught in between. So I think we might be better off without the Tormented Soul. Also, I think that Distant Tomb is going to be particularly good in this deck just because recurring an Aether Adept after it's traded is pretty backbreaking. We're getting back our Sanger Vampire or Pentavis, for instance. I think that the Distant Tomb is going to be pretty good. Okay, here we are for round 1, and looks like we have the option to play. We are going to be on the draw, as we are 3 color. So I think this hand is acceptable. I mean, we need to draw into a little bit of land, but we have the makings of a good beginning hand. Hopefully we can pick up like another blue, then we should be pretty well set up. So it looks like he is playing the aggressive red deck here. Thankfully, we did get the land we were looking for. So most likely we're just going to go ahead and, if he has any kind of Bloodthirst, just use that to, use the Unsummon to bounce it back. Yep, this is a great time to unsummon the Berserkers. And then we can basically time walk him by having him do it again next turn. So at this point, if he attacks, we definitely block. And who knows, maybe he'll kill the Siren, but if he kills the Aether Adept, we can Disentomb and just time walk him again. Merfolk Mesmerist. Interesting. So yeah, I think here we just want to drop the dragon and try to push out. That way we can make... well, we don't really want to make either of his guys attack the dragon, but I think we still push out with it. And we can try to make Mesmerist and make him waste a mana. And he has the Incinerate. Okay. So like at this point we could trade for Arsonist, because he's got to play Stormblood this turn. What we could do is we could end up Disentombing the Aether Adept, bounce it. But I think that Disentombing the Phantasmal Dragon seems a lot better. And then we can try to force, you know, the Mesmerist to attack it next turn. The only problem is, if we kill the Arsonist now, you know, he's not going to be able to target the Phantasmal Dragon. But I think this is fine. So we just take 2, go to 15. And then we just bring the dragon back. Well, I mean, I suppose we could... I mean, if we bring back dragon, it's gonna die to Arsonist if we ever kill it, and we need to kill it. Let's see. We really want to bounce Stormblood again, so I think that we're just gonna actually bring back the Aether Adept. This way we can make him waste a mana and have him walk the Mesmerist into the Aether Adept. Although actually... Well, I mean, we can just... Like, he's going to be able to drop Stormblood Berserker regardless, because if we block the Aether Adept, he can just hit us. Yeah. If we try to make this attack, then... I think, yeah, we try to make this attack. Just to make him use the mana. Okay, luckily we drew a red there. Probably might be able to wait a turn or two to see if we get some more land, kill maybe a few more targets with Fireball. I don't just want to kill the Stormblood right now. What I can do is I can attack with the Aether Adept and the Siren, and then if he decides to block, we can get him. Yeah, see, that's fine. So, I mean, at this point, you know, we can hang on to our Fireball, use the Consume Spirit to pick up the Stormblood Berserker here. Main deck Circle of Flame, interesting. So now he's just going to try to mill us out. We're still drawing. There we go. Ooh, misclick there. Could have countered that greatsword. Yuck. So now we can just fireball both of his guys if we care. And I think I mean, because he's going to get our Siren. I mean, I don't really think we need to just yet. I think we just hang on. See if we have maybe another good target. Not mana leaking that greatsword was a huge misplay. Yep, that's fine. Okay, so basically, I mean, like at this point, I think we just fireball both of them. Or I suppose we can go to 10. If we fireball both his guys, then Siren's going to die anyways, we can chump. But I think we can... can't really wait that much longer. I think we're just going to chump, because the Arsonist is going to kill it anyways. Yeah. I think we just chump here, and then fireball both his guys. And then, of course, we can just play Pentavis. I mean, that works. If we can get one extra mana for the Pentavis, that might be a little bit better. Because we're certainly not going to block. If we play Pentavis, we go to attacks for 5, go to 9. Actually, yeah, this is interesting. I think we just run Pentavis out there. So then we can fireball next turn and have mana leak back up. Well, that's actually great, because now we can target it with the fireball. Okay, so now... let's see. Target the Pentavis and the Mesmerist. And 2 damage on each one.